Okay, hi. This is my first YouTube video, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm a recent new natural sister, as you can tell. I have like very short hair right now. But, it's weird. Like, I was just looking at all the videos about, people talking about going natural and who's it for and who's it not for and everything like that. And it's weird because, like, for the longest, I had the same complex as Taryn, the mixed girl who people were coming at her saying that she's not about the movement because she's not black enough. I too felt the same way, really, really deeply. Like, and it's weird though because after listening to her, like, I changed my views. But let me just give you a little background about me really quickly. So, I've always had pretty much really thick hair and long hair. And when I was growing up, I used to have like drama because people would see me with my long hair and they were like, wait a minute, you're dark skinned, you're not supposed to have long hair. But I'm just like, well, I guess I'm not I'm the exception to the rule, And I had really, really thick hair. I mean, there's times my mom would like pause because my hair is so thick and long and she just couldn't do it. It's crazy. I'm gonna post some pictures up later. And then, like, as I started getting older and started messing with my own hair, I would just put tons of gel, slick it down, all that other stuff. And as I started getting into my 18, 19, I was free to do whatever I wanted with my hair. So I was experimenting with everything, weaves, relaxers, all kinds of stuff. And then just recently, I want to say like maybe about 3 years, I was just like, yo, I want to go natural. But I couldn't go natural because I was working. I mean, I shouldn't say couldn't because I could have, but I was working and, working in quote-unquote white America, and I just didn't feel comfortable with going natural and working in I shouldn't say necessarily like white world per se, I should say more or less like a corporate America, I should say. I just didn't feel comfortable. And, everybody's like, you should do it as far as friends who are not natural. And some of my friends who are not natural, who are not black, were telling me, hey, you should go natural, you'll look cute, you should do it. But also, too, my family were like, no, what? You gonna do it? Girl, you gonna be looking like you from Africa and all this other kind of stuff. And I was just like, I don't really think that that's a big deal. And that's hell of a, like, stereotype, And just recently, I transitioned for a good year, and then I got I did my big chop. Well, it wasn't that big of a chop because I transitioned for a long time, so I kind of had some growth, and I am like really happy with accepting, my natural hair. And the whole question about whether or not it's a movement or if it's a revolution, I have no idea. Like, for me, I feel like for myself, it's a revolution for me, or resolution, because like I feel like so much happier with my short hair. Now, I am a very low maintenance girl. That's one of the reasons why I would love to put a weave in and a wig on any time of day, because like the upkeep is like crazy. But I'm very happy to say, like, I am accepting of my natural hair. And my boyfriend, who has locks, he put it the perfect way. He's like, if God wanted us to have straight hair, then he would have, had us come out with straight hair, So I feel like that's a really strong argument. And for the longest, like, we try so hard to fit this ideal of what mainstream society wants. And what mainstream society wants is like long, pretty, straight hair, or quote unquote pretty. But it's weird though, because like, even though I'm from LA, like I've gone other places across the country, and I've seen girls with like outside of my community, quote unquote, I've seen girls with like with locks and different kind of coils. I've seen like so many websites of girls with like different kinds of hair and stuff like that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like there is a movement. People are doing so many different hairstyles, and it's like oh my gosh. So I feel like there is this kind of this kind of like weird, kind of like, oh, well, if you go natural, then that means that like, you know, oh, you're going to be outcasted. I don't know, like all those stigmas and those negative connotations, like I think that those are just something that's embedded, you know, in African Americans, and it shouldn't be that way. I feel like, you know, times have changed, you know, and it's weird though, because like when I first transitioned my hair, like, I didn't have anybody to talk to about, okay, what to do or anything like that. So I looked to YouTube. And when I Googled, like, you know, when I typed in, like, natural hair, the first person that came up was Taryn. And I was just like, oh my gosh, her hair is so pretty, it's so natural. But I've seen that before. And I'm like, where have I seen that before? And I was like, oh my gosh, like, I need to get that. You know, I feel like I need to get that, you know. But after all the products, things like that, like, I wasn't getting that. And I was just like, I just remember, where did I get this from? It's because when I go out to clubs or go out to events and things like that, people who have hair like Taryn's, like, it's like socially acceptable. Oh, she's a mixed girl, so that's how her hair is, and it's like pretty because it's big and everything like that. And I'm not trying to like point her out or anything like that, but it's just like society has like already accepted that, okay, well, her hair is not as coarse as someone else's hair, so she's more acceptable, you know. And I didn't like corner off like, oh my gosh, like this girl, like who she thinks she is, she's not a part of the community. I never thought of that at once, but I do feel like she is more socially acceptable than a girl who is more kinky like this. And then, like, I have to look at myself again, because I'm like, okay, well, I want to go natural, and I know that Taryn isn't the kind of kinky hair that I have, and I probably will never have hair like hers, which I think is another complex that a lot of black people who have kinkier hair like mine think. They think, like, automatically, okay, if you go natural, that means that you need to have hair like Taryn's and people other like her, but I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I feel like if you're going natural, it's your own acceptance of who you are. And I think that Taryn's video is really the one that she had like a rebuttal about, you know, whether or not bad versus or black and kinky is a movement, or whether, I can't remember the proper terms, but I really think that it is about coming into your own self and accepting your own hair as in its natural state, and rocking it and doing your own thing. Because I feel like once you get into this thing, oh, my hair is straight, oh, I need long weaves, and I need the Indian hair and things like that, I think that that's when you put yourself into a category of not having natural hair. And when you put yourself into a category of, you know, oh, I want to look like everybody else, then you're not coming into yourself. What you're doing is coming out of being, you know, someone else. So basically, my whole point of it is just that, you know, just pretty much accept like who you are and keep it pushing. And I'm happy to know that as I, you know, being a transition person, I look at more videos and I see people like Alakay and some other people, and I can't remember this one girl's name, but she's a hairstylist, and she's natural, and she has really long hair, and she put it the right way. She's like, people come up on here and think that, oh, like I see a 3B, a 3A, oh, I want that kind of hair when you go. And I was just like, no, baby, it doesn't work that way. When you come into yourself and you come into who you are as a natural person, it's about what God gave you, or whatever higher power, what he or she, whatever you believe in, or deity, you know, what you were born with, what your naturalness is, you know. And I really think that that's a big deal, and I think that that's why there's this complex of, oh, you're not natural, so you're not accepted, you know. And I don't think that that's necessarily it. I think that there's a movement, but I think within the movement there are small communities, and I don't think that the small communities should be separated, or, you know, certain people should be extra out or not. But I just feel like if we're going to have a movement, we need to be collective, because we're already separated as a people as it is right now. So please don't, like, let's not go into this part of accepting being natural. I don't know why this piece of hair just keep on staying up right there. But anyways, I don't know why, like, if we're already accepting being natural and being pure and being whole, are we automatically, like, knocking each other off, you know? But I don't know. I just feel like, you know, like she said, everybody has their own story and things like that, but I don't know, I just feel like we need to just pretty much get over ourselves and embrace who we are as ourselves. And when you embrace who you are as yourself, you shouldn't be just on this level of being judgmental and saying people who they are and who they not are, because like that was before, when you weren't natural, when you were in your relaxed hair and things like that. And I'm not even knocking people for relaxed hair, because I got people in my family who's relaxed and things like that and wear their weaves. I'm like, do your thing, shorty, because that's your thing. But I've been there and done that, and I feel like I've been there and done that for myself, not for no one else. Because if I did it for somebody else, I would not be happy for myself. And if I would have did it for other reasons other than for myself, I probably would still be with my long hair and my weaves and things like that, which I don't mind, because I found out as doing my research and things like that, that putting in weaves and wearing wigs is a way to keep your hair natural. I mean, as far as a protective style. So I'm just like, what is really going on, you know what I'm saying? And I have people in my family who prefer to wear weaves because they can't have a thing like that. I've had people tell me, hey girl, rock that, because I can't do it. And it's not necessarily I can't do it because I don't want to do it. Hey, they don't have time. They work. They have kids. You know what I mean? Like, they just cannot. And then the upkeep is real. It's a lot of upkeep, you know? And a lot of people just don't have time for that. So anyways, I think that's all I really have to say. I wanted to type it, but because I wanted to be anonymous, but obviously that didn't work. So anyways, I just wanted to share that a little bit, and hopefully somebody watches this video. Anyways, bye.